versus NASA. Welcome to Deathmatch Nations Cup. NASA trying to go to space, and the route to space goes over the Canadians. In the north, we've got TomSnuffles. Castle opening? He's not going condos? What the fuck is wrong with this world? He's not even making condos? He will be up against Maldhar with the Japanese. Probably a reason to not feel so confident about condos versus Japanese champs. So it's way too reasonable for Tom, though. On the other side, we've got Darkillermon, the captain of NASA, playing the Japanese himself. Will face Peon's Vietnamese. Kind of a solid one maybe for Japan there. Mojito as the Vietnamese pocket and Pasta as the Gujarat pocket for the Canadians. Maldhar sending some units forward. TomSnuffles looks pretty closed. Only with a palisade wall though. Armor spotted. Oh no, and this might be the worst. Palisade wall. It is 3. No! Quick walls! He's the Viper! Tom! Quick walling behind that palisade in the last possible moment. That villager still exposed. But castle goes up. Tom saves it. I almost saw him being dead there to that palisade wall. But he found his stonewall hotkey in time. Darkillermon being pressured. Mojito lost 2 villagers as well to the pocket rush. Riders out for the Gujarats. Will find more villagers there. No castle in defense for Mojito. Straight 9 stable play. Looking to help out against Maldhar here. Peon being a bit pressured as well. NuclearPasta with 7 villager kills on Darkillermon and Mojito. Rushing everywhere with the riders. NuclearPasta showing up to carry Team Canada once more. Tom got not only 1 castle up, Tom got 3 castles up. So Tom ready to save the NASA boys perhaps. Army is out and in place for Darkillermon as well. So that's kind of doing okay. Here didn't do 1 Rex, just straight stables, no fucks given. Yeah, you should do 1 Rex. You should do 1 Rex and even the closer castle is pocket as well, I think. But he just wants the elephants out, and elephants are still elephants. They can find some damage. They are going forward. They will at least kill 1 villager of NuclearPasta. So that's already a 2nd villager actually. Counter damage being found. No barracks out here either, but it doesn't make any sense for the Gujarats. So that's not too surprising. Elephants having Tom to establish some position here, maybe sending the Genbos forward. In the south, big armies are uniting though. Double elephant comp for the Canadians. 9 stables is ambitious with offensive, says Keller. He's got 3 villager kills. That's some success. Heavy Cavalchers and Halberdiers aiming to hold the line for Darkillermon in the south here. And actually NASA is getting a bit of a push going up north with the Genbos supported with the Vietnamese elephants. Trebuchets also counter pushing for Maldhar though. Do we have any siege for Tom? No, he's working on more castles and adding in condos now. Would like to see some siege. North, a single siege unit in the north. No bombard cannons, no trebuchets for TomSnuffles. So even if they take some good position here, can't really push with that. And in the south, the double army for the Canadians is making progress. Elephant archers, they get 2 bonus damage against them by the Japanese CA, but 17 elephant archers are better than the 24 CA on the field. Most probably, especially with those onager shots out of Peon. Namkel, welcome. How good are Genbos versus Cavalchers? Very good. Versus Paladin, they can be a bit underwhelming, but versus Cavalchers, they are ideal. I mean, Japanese Cavalchers a bit better, right? They still get their +2 bonus damage. Trebuchet is perhaps the counter. We have a Trebuchet barrage of Maldhar aiming for the Genbos. Here come the condos from the side for Tom. Relatively equal fighting in the north. Genbos are a bit too scared of the traps. I think just put them on scrap formation and don't let the condos fight alone. The Canadians are taking full control over the middle of the map. think you just go CA with Japanese. The trebuchets make it worthwhile probably here. Still don't think even with the +2 armor it should be all that great. I mean, the Genbo output is 7 plus 10, 17 attack here. And that's 11 plus 2, so it's 13 attack versus 17. HP wise, you've got a few more HP. And armor wise, you've got one more armor. Yeah, I guess it's kind of okay. 10 minutes is already great success, this Keller. Starting to turn a little bit on the southern side. With Peon having some trebuchets out, but Darkillermon still being actively running around. Canadians not the most aggressive team of the stronger teams in the tournament though. What gamer, you're a main roster player of Team International, eh? A member of an A team, man. Castles are falling now for Tom. I think Tom might have burnt all his... No, Tom still has a lot of resources. I guess he's out of gold, almost. But could still produce a bit more. No siege whatsoever for Tom is hurting him big time. Not a single trebuchet, not a single bombard cannon, not a single onager for the Italians. Bit of a problem for one of our favorite casters that does not cast anymore. Or at least not much. He did a warm-up stream to cast the Nations Cup, but then hasn't cast the Nations Cup. He co-cast with me once. I should pray not to get Brazil. I'm praying not to get Brazil after what I saw yesterday. There might be some group winning teams that are not as strong as Brazil. Spain, for example. So all the fire weaves, he did show up this time though. It's a fantastic series. It's on my VODs. High recommendation to watch. Maybe it's on YouTube already. As Tom is losing his base and Darkillermon, Captain Order, calls it. 15 minutes survived for Team NASA. Had you on the ropes, says TomSnuffles. Yeah, just need... Oh! And Tom said, oh, Otter's saying I didn't make any siege. I need to add some siege workshops. Just to show him I thought of it. Tom also made 4 demos in the lake. I don't think anything was in or near that lake that could have been demoed. Well, there were the Russians at the back, but more at the back of this lake where Mojito has added a demo as well. Darkillermon failed the demo challenge, though. Only player on NA/SA team that did not add a demolition ship. GG. Ha, Namke. Maybe I should get you guys as co-casters, right? Isn't Chat is just a better co-caster. Chat appreciates fire jokes. As opposed to my co-caster yesterday. Maldhar with 373, the most kills economy. Vastly different in favor of Canada. But Keller said 10 minutes is a success. 15 minutes then, even more so. So let's return to the drafts. Canada with the early lead. Those demos look like it should have been fish. Oh, true. If they didn't fix their water hotkeys, I think that is actually what happens, right? Demos and fish ended up on the same one. We saw Japanese on both sides. There was Italians being used for NASA. Vietnamese for both sides, and then they used Gajaras, so a bit stronger Sylph used by Canada. I can just try to hand out and appreciate some jokes, no knowledge here. But that's exactly that's chat in a nutshell. knows nothing, but at least they appreciate jokes, right? I mean, I guess there's Keller in chat. He doesn't appreciate jokes. Full stop. Was camping Canada obviously easier to survive long? I said that a bit as well. That was Golden Lakes won by Team Canada. And Coastal Mountain or Canyon Lake are the home maps that we're likely gonna see now. And we're going to Coast to Mountain, so a bit a longer map, maybe for NASA to find their groove. I'm actually thinking about it. Who's worse at appreciating my jokes? Keller or Mojito? I think Mojito's worse. Keller, sometimes I can hit one with Keller. Xardas is on the top end of the scala of appreciating my jokes. He makes even dumber jokes than me. I think Mojito's at the bottom. Keller might be somewhere in between. Zayu's also pretty close to the top. Zayu and Xardas are the co-casters that enjoy my jokes. Thinking about Lucky, where to place Lucky on the Otter joke appreciation co-caster scala. Maybe we need a tier list for that. Okay, it seems like doesn't hear the jokes. That's very funny. Well, yeah, I think Mojito's too play to play. Oh, there's saws outside my room. Maybe that's bad. Close the window again. I think he's too engulfed in the play to play action to even really listen to what I'm saying. So I'm not sure what he listens to anything I'm saying while we cast. But I felt like he tried to react to the last one though, right? So I guess he's listening more than it seems like. But it's always so back to the action, no time for anything else. No chill on the map. Coastal Mountain has started. Prediction is up. And we have double Koreans. Well, I guess there's no Team Islands in this pool, so that is less surprising. Very mirrory game too. Koreans and Persians for both teams. Only difference the water sides here. As Mojito is going Koreans. Oh, never mind. Big difference actually. Mojito is going for the turtle ship side here. Towards the south with his Koreans. And I think the other team is playing Koreans at the top. So that would be the difference then, right? We've got Persians in the middle for both TomSnuffles clomping into elephants. And we've got Persians in the middle for Peon elephanting more all over the place with his castles. But on the water side, we have NuclearPasta with the Italians already spent for Team NASA. But Team NASA is going into turtle ships. Nice wall in for Mojito. He's playing Koreans on the bottom for the water. Which means Darkillermon is playing Kucharas up top. Maybe a counter strategy to the Koreans with riders. We are starting also some camels though. Persians will be on to stop the other Persians. How's it looking on the villager? One dog up for Mojito. Oh, loses the scout fight, however. We'll have to wall that guy in. Does not do so. And we've got a lot of dogs here. No villagers to interrupt the opponent's dogs for NuclearPasta. So he will take a quick lead on water. Isn't Anomaly there in the team? I think Anomaly might have been very unhappy with the first set. I don't know. He is in the team, yeah. But it looks like today it's Darkillermon, Mojito, and the mighty Snuffles. Obviously an upgrade in every regard. Mojito trying to get the turtle ships out, but has been denied at one dock. Camels now also coming for Peon. heavily committing onto winning water, and I think Mojito might have to transition to land. NuclearPasta simply too strong. So many dogs out. Holy. Don't think you need 13 dogs if your opponent only has one. So maybe a bit of overinvest by that metric. Even here, Mojito transitioning onto land. I think giving up water is reasonable. We do have Korean stables. Okay. Some fire lancers cute. Not sure what Korean stables are for, but the elephants are coming out by TomSnuffles. Camels fighting fire lancers, also not optimal. Chakram throws the unit of choice for Darkillermon. It's a bit all over the place here, I have to say. For Team NASA, game 1 maybe a bit more straightforward for them. Corner controlled by Peon, who is messing up the elephants. Did go for camels as well. So TomSnuffles can maybe get the higher elephant mass. Did someone take the market? No market taking whatsoever. Wow. With double Persian, that's kind of crazy. No buy sell, right? Just a sling from Pasta to the Persian. Which makes a lot of sense. Pasta with a lot too many ships. Mojito's trying to fight the water. I think at this point, with that many ships on the water, you just give up the water. Settle for the shorter trade. Make Caravanserai to make up for it. And be done with it. TomSnuffles is attacking with 23 war elephants. Relatively early move out of the yellow Persian. We'll have elephant numbers advantage though against Peon. Italians can add the Genoese crossbow though, one of the better anti-elephant units in the game, albeit not as great, but behind an elephant meat shield themselves, they can add some quite valuable DPS and therefore be quite the useful unit in elephant fighting. No extra, they have 7 extra elephant bonus damage, so actually 14 damage to elephants on top of their regular attack. Market denial interrupted here up top. Darkillermon getting some castles up very close to the trade line, but should have enough room to maneuver. TomSnuffles making it to the market first. Selling all the food though, now is left with gold. And of course he's heading Persian longswords. The recipe for Tom, it won't change. Persian longswords are on the field to support the elephants. Darkillermon is making some trebuchets for the push. Will be a triple combined push here. And actually I think that's what they're playing for, to ignore the north. That will be tricky for Darkillermon though, as there's a big push coming by Maldhar. But they are playing for this big push, entailing the most OP unit in the game, if you ask TomSnuffles, the Persian longsword. Kind of attacking the forward houses of Peon. Not sure how important that is as a target. But we've got 106 more elephants for TomSnuffles. Only 75 on the field right now for Canada. Canada can still produce more. Darkillermon and Mojito really need to sling food to Tom. Tom, unsupported, I think, used the market, but he didn't receive any sling, whereas Peon received 25k sling. So this is a bit of a unfair matchup in favor of Peon, receiving sling from his team, whereas Tom has received 0 sling. With 0 sling, Tom managed to get 100 elephants out, so that's actually really impressive. Here comes the big fight. These coming to support as well. The Chakram throwers as a support unit too, not sure how much damage they will do. Where are the longswords even? The longswords are still sitting back. And the pushes are disjointed. Mojito is pushing alone here against the Italians, trying to keep them from adding Genbos. At the same time, Koreans pushing in the north as well. While the big elephant fight rages in the middle. It is beautiful. Genbos are adding their damage. Elephant numbers right now are turning in favor of Peon. Not surprising given the 25k to 0 sling in favor of the green Persians. Genbo is also the way more useful backline unit than Chakram throwers, so that is adding onto it. Both the Koreans are pushing their respective corners. Corner lost for Team NASA. Castles being lost for Team Canada, as Mojito has a good siege amount here. Really solid push by him. Problem for them is the north. They are losing the hill. The chakram throws don't convince me at all here. But yeah, what do you do? No own siege at all, right? Don't have Kuchara siege to do anything with the rocket cuts. Maybe need some onagers. Elephants have gone down for TomSnuffles. And it's not looking all too pretty for NASA. At least Mojito got to kill some castles this game. But the elephants are turning now onto Mojito's army and will aim to surround the rocket guards. Don't get peon? Is that the joke, Zhao? Hi, Brazilin. Well, I guess the bladder capacity of an elephant is pretty high. President laughed at least. More than Mojito ever would. Castles in the south, NuclearPasta has done the classic southern landing, traveling up the map as well as Maldhar is traveling down the map. So President laughed about my joke. Or my reaction, I guess, and not about Chaos. Let's go. GG. G to the G. Admiral Zhao. The Persians are slinging the other players. TomSnuffles. It's supposed to be the other way around. Tom is just by far the best teammate in the NASA team. He is supposed to be the one who gets slung. But instead Tom is the one slinging. Oh my lord. And your ropes again there, TomSnuffles. Maldhar and Pasta say yes, your castles are in rubble. Mojito is happy he got to kill 3 castles. That's kind of what I said already. And Canada takes game number 2. G to the G, Canada with the 2-0. But at least some structures were killed by Mojito. Yeah, how many raises did you get? You got 4 raises to only 8 losses, so yeah, pretty good raise ratio. We don't talk about the KD. Resources one-sided. Again, Maldhar and Darkillermon on the same villagers. That's a win as well. And Darkillermon with the 290 APM spike. I'm not sure if that's a statistical error. Maybe he danced with some riders. Oh, the chem is here. I don't know. One can never make out what APM specs are about, really. But it's a GG. And Canada takes win number 2. Admiral Chow, do you think the joke is getting better when you repeat it? I know I was arguing a lot in favor of joke appreciation, but if there's something to give Mojito his credit for ignoring jokes at times, then it's that. Costa Mountain is a loss for Team NASA. Canyon Lake, their remaining home map. We used double Persians, double Koreans, then the Italians we used here, and the Gujaras here, so we're exactly even on civilizations now. Lots of mirrors, should be nice for Team Canada. Going to Vinland Saga, so Team NASA is choosing the opponent's home map. Maybe in the thought of we need to win that anyways now, so let's make it quick. Oh no, oh no, oh no, that's the wrong thought. Too defensive of a thought. It's so Tom can do goth spam with Slav bonus. Of course, they will do Slavs, Churchens, goths, aim for that quick clap back into the series, and for Tom's goth domination, of course. They have already started, so being very quick about it. Green dude is here, so I don't need to care about predictions, I think. And we can go right onto it. And I was on point with the Sivs, but no! Darkillermon is playing the Goth. Tom is playing the Slavs. Broski, you're not letting Tom have any fun. I mean, I guess he got to make Purge longswords. And maybe that's his favorite thing to do. Maybe that's why they went pool 2. But Maldhar going Jurchens as well as Mojito going Jurchens. Mojito going Jurchen pocket though, something I really do not like that often. Slav pocket would also not be a great option though, I suppose. It will be Slavs and Jurchens flank for them and a Byzantine pocket for the Canadians, so they're not using their Goth. Tense clutch that game, says Green Dude, but we don't have a prediction for game 3 yet. Oi, oi, Green Dude slacking. Let's go for the rushes. There we go. You can gamble. Wasn't the spec delay over? I guess they're taking a while to load. And quick flags. United. And United in a can to the Otter. Welcome to game 3. Darkillermon with the Goths have Slav bonus, but it's going for houses which are still needed with the Goth. He will be facing Maldhar with the Jurchens. Unlucky. Lots of Maldhar's going pure step lancer all in against the Goth here. And on the other side we've got Pion versus TomSnuffles in a Slav war, and TomSnuffles is going full booyah? Okay, well, can I have it instead of champions then, I guess. Mojito with the step lancers from pocket as well. In order to counter maybe Maldhar's step lancers, will be a Byzantine pocket, can make some camels there. Goths, are they moving forward? The step lancers are already moving forward. Sped up by the Slav bonus for Canada. Both teams using the Slav. And the first fights are erupting around the faster side on the right side. The Slav war, probably not too important. Clump is kind of closed for Tom. Working on the outside castles first. Double rush onto Maldhar. Double rush coming from NuclearPasta as well to support here. Camels shouldn't be that useful against the Goth, but should be useful against Mojito's step lancers that are running into Maldhar's base. Maybe Mojito can find some kills as the Goth army is being mopped up at the front. But the step lancers find their way in. No kills found. No, I think defensive step lancers are in place. Lots of ranges, not all fully queued. But Grenadiers are coming up. And Mojito step lancers are doing a bit of a nade spike. More trickling into their death than finding kills, as NuclearPasta with the counter rush is going for the south here. And Darkillermon says, "Dadgum, my rush did not work out that well against the step lancers." Mojito did also not find much damage and is losing a lot at home to the camels of NuclearPasta. 9 villagers killed there. TomSnuffles has gotten a castle up, has deleted this one in order to add some barracks as well. Pion transitioning on to the mainland. And Darkillermon is... No, I thought... Oh, there I found some damage there, I guess. Mojito now with 8 kills. Mojito kind of turning it around a bit. Finding some damage on NuclearPasta, who sent a lot of villagers here in order to establish on the land. Castle is up for the Byzantines. It's all in, all around, kind of fully market play for the Byzantines. Very aggressive attempts here by all the teams. And Grenadiers are out, adding insult to injury for the Goths. They kind of all their infantry is double countered by Step Lancers and by Grenadiers. As party is still continuing in Mojido's base. Does Mojido have villagers? No! Mojido is at 0 villagers. That is what it is. Only one barracks. The barracks is not producing anything. Step Lancer's not that great to defend here. Darkillermon says boom, 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 as all his infantry is getting bada boomed. And says every time you perform boom. I think Daza is more chatting than playing now, perhaps. The units are just trickling on to the Grenadiers. Tom has his clump up, can now make some boyas. Coming late, but fighting the other boyas. Still so much army of NuclearPasta in Mojido's base. So he has 2 villagers somewhere. I think he ran one. No, he ran a Step Lancer over here. The Skulls are trying to engage. The Grenadiers having a field day. Oh Lord have mercy. So many dead units to the Grenadiers. Darkillermon calls the GG as the Grenadiers absolutely dominate. How many kills do they have? 82 kills on the Grenadiers. 0 villagers, 3 population for the pocket. And TomSnuffles is still trying with his boyas. But it is, not that surprisingly, a quick 3-0 in favor of the big favorite team of the Canadians. Toms has saved him, but Darkillermon captain is already left. Tom is happy he saved Mojido though. The castle must build. 3 villagers, make a castle. So Mojido makes it to a castle and calls the GG. Tom still has his army. Tom has not called GG yet. Tom can 1v3. He believes. He has boyas. He has made the forbidden unit for him. He's made cavalry. And there's actually army out for Mojido again. So they're taking another fight. Fake GG here. Admin will have to ban himself. And they want to use their units. Bring this game up over 10 minutes. Their captain has abandoned them. Captain jumped the ship first for Darkillermon. Mojido resigns as the army goes down. Now it is on to Tom to save the day. But it is in ruins. Besides the TC that's still standing. I just looked it up. Funny enough, Grenadiers have 9 bonus damage to his infantry and -9 against Condottieri. As TomSnuffles defeats himself, which defeats the purpose of some sort. GG, Canada, domination. Secures the group stage win. All the hopes of UK A, which probably weren't that many, are lost. And Canada gets the group stage victory in the bag.